What's going on, everybody? Ruben here, the relationship non-guru. New video of the week. I just want to put something out there. I'm gonna start posting videos on Thursdays. I feel like it's a better day, not only for people, and from the research I've done, they say that Thursdays are a really good day to upload, so I decided to change it from Tuesday to Thursday, if you have noticed from last week's video. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Today, we're going to be talking about something a lot of people aren't really comfortable with. And what's that? Change. Why is change so important in your relationships? It's not that I'm talking about change should not happen. Change is very vital to your relationships. A lot of people do not like change. You meet somebody and then because in the beginning stages you're in the honeymoon and everything's like, you want to say up here, you don't look at when things go down here, or if external reasons, a job change, maybe you have to move somewhere, anything is possible in your own personal lives. Things will change and it'll get you out of your comfort zone a bit, but I believe it's necessary in order for your relationships to move forward, level up, go to the next paradigm. I see these people in their relationships, they might have a child or whatever, and I'll see them maybe, for instance, it's September. See them now, talk to them, see how they've been, and then a few months from now, I see them again and talk to them, and it's like the same thing. Oh, how are you with your girlfriend? Oh, we're good. Oh, have you guys done anything like pretty cool lately? Not really, we just, work, take care of the kid, you kind of hear that, right? I believe when you see that, I mean, like, how are you guys still together? A lot of people don't tell you what's going on in the background of their relationships. So, you only got to think and, look at when you ask them about it, how their facial expressions change if you study body language. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. That's a topic for another day. And I believe stagnancy causes boredom in a relationship, which equals to you having more arguments, getting bored. People might say, how's the sex? Oh, it got worse over the time we've been together. Why is that? There's no connection there. You guys aren't doing anything together. You guys aren't connecting anymore. So that connection you guys had is breaking apart slowly. And a lot of people become comfortable. And this comfort leads you to being afraid to leave that person because you get used to it. We as human beings, we're habitual creatures, right? So you get into the habit of doing a certain thing with somebody, seeing them a certain day, you get used to talking to them every day and all this. It causes you to kind of want to stay in this little bubble. You don't want to think that way. I'm sure you've heard before, you've probably heard both sides. Change is good, change is, oh, this is bad, like, why are you not the same person you were when I first met you? This is why I believe you should always be honest in the beginning. Tell this person what you put yourself out there on the table and hope they return that back. If they don't return that back, you shouldn't even be with them in the first place. But it should be like this nice exchange, right? So if you want to look in a spiritual way, it's like your souls or your energies kind of merge together and they sing and dance together. It's like this whole pretty and beautiful thing. Think of yourself as a team. You want to think of yourself as a unit. I'm sure you've heard me say that before, but I believe when you have this specific mindset, you guys tackle obstacles in a different way. You don't sit there and just ponder, just look at each other all angry, like, I'm not going to talk first. And even me in my relationship, change is sometimes hard. Sometimes something will happen and it changes the way you guys are. Maybe you have to see each other less, or you can't speak to each other as much, and it puts a strain on your relationship. It stresses it. But I believe this obviously, like I said earlier, makes you strong, makes you level up, so you start going up this way with change. So the more, I would say you can make it even a graph with more change in time, it goes up, right? Because things always change. And I'm sure most of you watching this have been in relationships where it happens. If you have a kid, that's a huge, huge change in your life. You know, you have to cater to someone. It's not only you and this person anymore, it's someone else as well. And even with family, you know, what if you're, you know, it's you got used to being an only child, and all of a sudden you're 20 years old and your mom and dad decide to have another kid, and that's change. Because guess what? The whole house is gonna change. The way they treat you is gonna change. If they were giving you a certain allowance, that's gonna change. You're probably gonna get less because they have to provide for this new child. So you have to embrace change. Let it fill you. Embrace it. It'll make you more powerful. You have to have that mindset of being more powerful. So accept it. And remember, change is an awesome thing. Don't think negative about it. And that is the end of this video. Till next week, as always, stay awesome.